Hello everybody, Dr. Rick Wallace here, dropping in on you. Just sitting up here on the Saturday, actually leaving the grocery store, about to go home and throw something together for the fam. And I am sitting here and I'm thinking about all the things that came across my desk just in a matter of a week. And this is weekly. It's not some aberration this week. It's weekly, the stuff that comes across my desk. A child being molested in Zachary, Louisiana. Black student, white teacher, covered up by the principal, covered up by the chief of police, covered up by the mayor. Zachary's a small little town right outside of Baton Rouge, and it's, you know, the same old good old boys. Families look out for families, and connections look out for connections, and they covered it up until a black city councilman who represents obviously the black constituency in that town. It came across him, and he refused to back down, even after being pressured and threatened by the mayor and the chief of police, who pulled him in the office and told him to step down, stand down. And he refused to do so. He's brought it up. He's fighting a battle there. I'm doing what I can to stand behind that by trying to get that to go national. There's a video on here about it. There's more to come. On top of that, just in the city of Zachary, the parents are coming out and saying that there's a good reason to believe that this one child is not the only victim, that there are actually more children who have been affected by this. And that's still yet to come. What we want right now is obviously the teacher has turned herself in, but we want the removal of the principal who covered it up for some time, having seen the emails between the teacher and the student and not doing anything about it. We want really a light shined on the fact that the mayor and the chief attempted to cover it up. Now, that's not the only thing. There's a kid being killed at a funeral in West Palm Beach, Florida. Now, West Palm Beach seems to be an epicenter of issues with violence, which is hard to say when you have so much violence going on around in the inner city communities around the nation. But I've just gotten a lot of stuff come across my desk from West Palm Beach. For those who aren't familiar with it, it all started with a young man by the name of Bryce Gowdy, who took his own life by stepping in front of a freight train because of everything and the things he and his family were going through at the time. A young man that was literally weeks away from going off to Georgia Tech to play football on a full ride scholarship. And I've received a couple of contacts from mothers who are having children, young boys specifically around 16, 17 years old, who are struggling with mental, emotional, and psychological issues and behaving as they put it, weirdly. And one was even picked up on the Baker Act because of the fear that he might harm himself or harm his mom. This is all in West Palm Beach, and there's been another one. There's been another one recently. It's in a couple of days, so it's a lot going on there. Then there's issues with a little girl in Houston. I mean, it's just so much in the educational system with our youth that are going on right now. I'm not even talking about all the other stuff going on with men being released damn near every day after serving 25 years for something they didn't do. I'm not even talking about that. I'm not even talking about the violence amongst ourselves that's going across. I'm not even talking about the political bull crap that takes place each and every day on social media and abroad and beyond. Just in our babies, we are going to have to take a more aggressive approach when it comes to protecting our children, providing them with a safe environment in which to learn, to ensure that they're actually learning. And learning isn't simply the acquisition of or obtainment of academic skills. It's so much more than that. And we need to understand that one of the things that we've got to get away from is believing that if you've got, you're good in math, you're good in English, and whatever else they're throwing at you, that you're educated. No. Education starts with self-awareness. Those programs will not come from inner city schools. They will not come from public schools. Things that teach our children who they are, self-awareness is going to have to come from us. It's that simple. We're going to have to be the ones who socialize our children, empower, educate our children, bring a level of self-awareness so that we don't have an entire generation suffering from an identity crisis. We have so much more work to do, and we don't even act as if we've got a clue of what's going on. I am challenging everyone to step up, find a way to plug in, find a way to be a part of the solution, because if you're not a part of the solution, you are a part of the problem. Inactivity, being unengaged is a problem. Indifference and aloofness to the issues at hand is a problem. We are going to have to do better. On that note, I'm going to check out of here, but I just had to stop by and drop that on you. On that note, I'm going to check out of here. You guys have a great day.